So here we are, the final day of the 49th year in Stardew Valley, and there's been something I've been really curious about for a while is what happens with the passing of time. As you can see, after all this time, my kids still haven't grown up, nothing has really changed in my house, or in the town for that matter. The story essentially seems to end after Grandpa's evaluation at the end of year 2. But I do think if something was to happen, it would be at a fairly big date, such as the first day of year 50. And with lots of little hidden Easter eggs all around the game, it's not unreasonable to think that something could happen, although I really have my doubts that anything at all is going to change suddenly after so many years. So for today, I'm just taking a quick look around town to try and get some kind of reference to see if anything does change tomorrow. Again, I have my doubts that anything will, but there's only one way to find out, and this is just something I've been curious about for a while, so kind of excited to see what finally happens after 50 good years. So far, everything looks the same as if you start a brand new file, with the exception of the slimes, but that was something I've done. I did notice I can no longer get to the summit area just north of the train station. I don't know if that's just me being crazy or if that was patched or what. Maybe someone could help clarify that for me. Because normally on this day you can find Santa Claus up there flying through the sky. Wasn't able to do that. Okay, I've done my little tour around town, got a pretty good idea that nothing has changed yet. So I'm going to throw something in the bin just for some reference overnight. 999 iridium, don't need that. And let's move on to year 50. See if anything does happen to change. My iridium, another 100,000 gold, not that I need it at this point. And 20th of winter turns into the 1st of spring, year 50. So far, my house obviously the same. Kids still haven't grown up, still running around like babies. Maybe that's because I've never interacted with them. Outside, the farm still seems all the same. It sounds like some of my pigs managed to get out of some of their barns. That's okay, truffles never hurt. We'll head towards town, see if anything's different. Well, after looking around, it turns out nothing seems to be different. Not a big surprise. Pam is still a raging alcoholic. Shane's still a douche. George is somehow still alive and still not a big fan of hiking. And Mayor Lewis is still playing hide the snake with Marnie on occasion. There is a train just passing through now, so we'll take a look at that. Perhaps that is some kind of Easter egg on it. I never actually look at the train, so I don't know if this one's anything different. I would imagine if there is a year 50 Easter egg of some kind, it would be fairly obvious. So far, it's just a boring train. And if my kids decide they don't want to grow up anytime soon, they'll be sent to a nice little farm out in the country. Okay, so it turns out there's no obvious change after 50 years. That is pretty much what I expected, I just couldn't help but check. The only thing I did notice today is that I'm getting the worms in the grass areas that I can now hoe for some reason, like that. I think that's just kind of a glitch left over from winter. That's probably nothing exciting. Anyways, that's going to be it for this video. I was hoping for something a little more exciting, but not that surprised that nothing happened. I've got lots of good ideas still, so those videos should be coming out within the next few days and weeks, whatever. The ideas you guys are throwing me from my last video are actually really good, really helpful, so some of those will be coming to fruition. Hope you guys liked this one. Thanks for watching.